Hello YouTube, it's Ryan Purdue here, giving you guys Battlefield 3 gameplay slash commentary. And in this video, I'm just gonna sit back, relax, and basically tell you guys how I got started in the whole YouTube thing, And as with probably a lot of stories out there, that person, they usually didn't have plans to go into the gaming community. I've watched a few people their videos, in talking about how they got started, and most of the times they were just any random person watching some gameplay and interested in them and so on. But anyway, there are still others out there who they definitely saw themselves going there, and I can probably call them professional gamers, major league. But anyway, as respects to myself, before I begin, I'd like to give a shout out to It's Rainy Shadows. He's really the guy that really supports me in all of this. He's really the one who got me started in all this gameplay stuff. So anyway, I'll get into the details of it. So Ryan, how did you get started in YouTube? Well, I'm just here interested in all the whole first-person shooter actions, and to be honest, I wasn't really into like first-person shooters. I was more like the RPG type of guy. Probably that stuff like Zelda, Uncharted type of games, that kind of stuff, open world games. So, but anyway, I started watching first-person shooters at about Modern Warfare 2, and I think you probably know that Swedish guy Tabe here. To the face, him. That was a fail. But anyway, I especially like these videos. It's just funny. I like his style and stuff. And there are other guys out there, too much to number. But anyway, I started watching MW2. He was one of the first channels I got introduced to, and then I said, it's pretty fun. Anyway, but at the time I didn't have a YouTube account. I didn't have a console. And I still don't have a capture card, as I said, as I'm saying, a huge shout out to It's Rainy Shadows. So anyway, I, wanted to like the video and stuff and make comments, but you'd see sign in to, comment, and when you press the like button, you have to have a YouTube account. So I'm like, hey Shadow, what's this whole YouTube account thing? So then he just gave me the lowdown on it, how to make an account and stuff. And many of you guys currently know him as It's Rainy Shadows, but he previously had a channel called Shadow Purdue. And I'm like, what am I gonna call my channel? I wasn't really interested in making a name. I was gonna type in just probably some random stuff, but I wanted to make it, neat somewhat. So anyways, like, I don't know, put whatever you want. So I'm like, I'm only gonna take the last part. What does the Purdue mean? It's like short for productions. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna probably put my name, Ryan Productions. I'm like, Ryan Productions with a W in it. It's still pretty lame, but that's what I came up with at the time. So anyway, now I had a YouTube account, 0 videos, 0 subscribers, no fancy background or thumbnail thingy. So now I'm liking videos, commentating on it, and around the same time I bought a PS2 and started playing games myself, so, and like probably a couple months after Shadow got a PS3, I'm like, whoa, PS3, that's cool. And but he himself wasn't really into the gaming thing, but anyway, that's a different story by itself. So anyway, he got the PS3, and I think the first game he got was Battlefield, the first Battlefield that came to the console. And Battlefield Bad Company, and that was like my first person shooter that I probably sat down and played through the whole story mode. And we played through it. It was pretty fun. I was a complete noob. I probably still am, but I'm obviously better now. I'll give me some credit, But anyway, so that's like the first thing we played, and at the time, as I said, Shadow wasn't into playing online. He always played, beat the game, got trophies and so on, and we move on to the next game. So I was like, man, we always see single player, multiplayer. I'm like, man, why don't you just check out multiplayer, man? You can never know. I was like, he's like, I've never gone into this. I was like, let's check it out. So anyway, we got into it, and Shadow, we hopped on into this game, and it was like pretty fun. We both like beasted in it. He went first. He had a good game, and I went in, and we both had good games. It started like that, and anyway, I left, and he hit me up later and saying, man, I'm like really beasted. He got tons of like experience and stuff like that, and power-ups and stuff, and like trophies for the multiplayer. And he's like, man, this is really fun. I'm like, oh, cool. So I'm like, hey, then maybe we should get other games and play it more often. So this is where it took a turn for the better. So eventually Shadow said, hey man, it's really fun. So uh, he got Black Ops, and we started watching the YouTube community from a different perspective. Try to see what this whole commentating stuff is about. And I say, hey, maybe we should do this stuff for ourselves. So, but at the time we didn't have a capture card, so he most of the game he would like the good ones he put in his vault, and I'd watch them when they came over and stuff, and sometimes I'd play. So at the time I didn't have a PS3, so I usually just hop on his and we played. So eventually he got a capture card and he started recording. So he was the first one that started recording gameplays and upload to YouTube. By that time none of us commentated at all, and so we just uploaded the gameplay and just put it up there and stuff. So that's how we started out. But anyway, guys, this video is wrapping up. I think yeah, it's wrapping up. So this is the part 1. I'm gonna continue. If you like it, just please leave a like, guys, a comment. And I'm especially welcoming video responses on this video. I'm gonna leave that option open, so you won't need a confirmation from me. Just feel free to video response. Please make it relevant, so don't post some Barbie let's play, at least let it be how I get started YouTube, or any commentary that you want to post. Anyway, guys, this is Ryan Purdue, guys, and peace out.